The Rockets like to start by establishing Elijah, and they did a good job of keeping him away from the ball.
Maxwell top of the key.
And Bulls are so dedicated to that triangle offense to get them in trouble. Here's an example of it, and that turns the Rockets loose.
Horry, back to Smith. So the Rockets 2 for 2 from the floor, a 4-point lead.
If the Bulls are to play well today, they have to make shots from the outside. Armstrong with 2 more.
B.J. Armstrong gives the Bulls a 1-point rebound.
It should be the difference. One team is going to have an inside game and be able to get to the basket. Maxwell does there, and the other is primarily going to be out on the outside. The Chicago Bulls, because they run so much of their offense out of the triple post, end up out on the perimeter. Maxwell is very quick off the dribble. Probably should try to do more of that in the open court. A little flip and a chance for a 3 for the Timberwolves on Friday night, just making layups.
Otis Thorpe works inside for 2. And it's a 9-5. And now Scottie Pippen to Harper. Dishes to Purdue.
They finally got something right at the basket. If they can continue to break down the defense of the Houston Rockets and stay right at that point-blank range, they're going to get control.
Scottie, that we were listening to offers for him, and certainly we were at that point. We did not go out and shop Scottie.
Bitter dispute, and I think we'd all be surprised if Scottie Pippen didn't end up on another team as Otis Thorpe converts for the Rockets at the other end of the floor with 5.5 to play.
To quicken the pace of the game and open things up, Maxwell parked on the line.
Three-pointer doesn't go. Oh, nice tap by Thorpe. Back to Horry underneath. 6 points for Robert Horry.
Chicago gets in trouble. When they get down quickly, they should probably try to use their quickness and get to the rim. They stayed in offense that time. Pippen scores, but if they don't have an easy opportunity, will set
already. Blunt. And referee Hugh Evans says that somebody got a foot on it, and it'll be Chicago's ball out of bounds.
Quality of opponent. Maybe that has something to do with the intensity at which the Chicago Bulls play. This is good ball movement, player movement. They call the foul before Pitt Rockets over the last 5-12. And Rudy wants to say, guys, let's get this guy in the game.
Hakeem Olajuwon does just that. He now has
by Horry.
Horry's 3 coming up way short, under 2.5 to play. Pippen for 3. Pippen has 7. Cassell, Maxwell out of the corner for 3. Vernon Maxwell. Competitive first quarter. Scottie Pippen with 7 points and a steal. The NBA on NBC. Shot clock at 6. Kukoc with the shot clock at 3. Has to force it up on the corner. Back come the Rockets. Cassell leading the way. 3-on-1. Ellie's first 2 of the day, first 2 for the Rockets this quarter, and it's 32-29.
Here for the Chicago Bulls is if they miss that perimeter shot, it turns Ellie and the Rockets loose. This is a 3-on-1. He puts the cap on it, and for their first.
Cassell down the middle, stops and hits. And we're tied at
35-27. It looked like it was going to be a high-scoring afternoon.
Pippen. Line drive off the glass. 30. And Pippen now back with a 3-point shot. No good. You chase it down with the save. And tip to Winter. Up play by Tony Kukoc. And a great effort by Scottie Pippen. Horry on the drive, and he'll go to the line.
The question that everyone asked around the country is why doesn't Robert Horry do that more? A very explosive player who can put the ball on the floor and then finish big, but he only does it every now and then. He is the key for the Chicago Bulls, and they brought a lot of it this afternoon. A huge save by Scottie Pippen, and it ends up in a throwdown for Bill Whittington.
To Longley. Nice job by Kukoc and Luke Longley.
Longley, the trailer, nobody.
Defense by Longley.
Every time the ball has gone into Olajuwon, they've been surrounded, and a big conversion for Pippen.
Good play.
They go to Thorpe on the other side to try to break up the defensive rhythm, and he's finally able to get it in town. The Bulls should win a ball game.
Kukoc on the drive. Kukoc. 40. Olajuwon, fadeaway, doesn't go. He's 1 out of 9. Thorpe's follow, no good. And a terrific first half for the Chicago Bulls. Hakeem, 1 out of 9, 4 points. Scottie Pippen has. And now Ori on the drive. So Ori skipped the three-point attempt and took it inside for scoreless since the first quarter, Steve.
That's a bad graphic, though. It's a slide backwards, and you start at 50%. A good play out of the timeout for Tomjanovich and Otis Thorpe.
Otis Thorpe has 8 on the day. Pippen. Olajuwon drew the foul on
something before this game is over.
Pippen turns on his man. A move by Scottie Pippen.
Baseline has been dominated by Scottie Pippen. Ori gives up the baseline. He knows he's got to go strong. He is struggling. It's because his shot gets too flattened. It's flattened out now. He can't even get over the rim.
Kukoc comes back with a 2. For the Chicago Bulls.
Another steal. Kukoc.
Kukoc, 14 points.
And that's just a question of wanting it more. That's been the story for the Chicago Bulls as they collapse on Olajuwon.
Maxwell. And the Rockets get a 3 for the first time in a long time. Maxwell has 11. Kerr to Pippen on the run. Back to Kerr.
By Kerr.
Cassell working his way down to Ori at the buzzer. Got it! Robert Ori hit the three-pointer at the buzzer to pull the Rockets to within 12.
Their hands are just really cold.
Steve Kerr for 3.
This is one of those, and so the fans are certainly concerned. Olajuwon with a big-time block on Longley. Olajuwon, the second leading shot blocker in the NBA. Luke Long.
Elbow in the game or his shoulder. He's not quite sure which one it is. However, he has a deep gash underneath his chin. It is bleeding profusely.
Playing very much out of condition.
Kerr to Longley, finds Kukoc. Meanwhile, they are still attending to Scottie Pippen's with under a minute and a half to play. Armstrong. Nicely done. 20 points for B.J. Armstrong.
Bill Jackson now looking at a team that's going to win 2 in a row after losing 4. Kukoc over the top.
And it just shows it's the red uniform today. Simpkins again. Houston held under 80 points 2 out of their last 3 outings. They just barely eclipsed that today. Big win for the Chicago Bulls, 100-81. And we'll come back to the United Center right after this.